Everyone to Reworking the Multiverse Saga. We are now in phase 6, the final phase. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here are the rules I established in the first video. The pandemic would have never happened. Disney, or more specifically Bob Chapek, would have let Marvel take their time with their projects, and Doom would have been the plan from the get-go, but he would be a looming threat. As always, here is the lineup for phase 4. And here's the lineup for phase 5. Both videos will be in the link in the description for real this time. I know I said that for the last video, but that was not the case. But they will be in the link in the description so you can get a more in-depth idea of what each of these projects would have been like. And without further ado, let's get into phase 6, starting off with Daredevil Born Again. Now, this would have been basically the exact same season as it was in real life. It would have only been released a little bit later, and also the final fight between Daredevil and Muse would have been a lot more intense. But aside from that, the way the whole Frankenstein monsters type season this was, I think it did have some good merits, and yeah, so nothing would have really changed with that. Then we have Fantastic Four First Steps, which would also be the same. We would have just had additional scenes that would have shown Ben have more of an arc, because as we saw in the real life film, Ben really didn't do much in the whole scheme of the story. So here we would have seen more of Ben's arc of him trying to open himself up to maybe having a date with the lady that he was having a crush on. Natasha Lyonne, her character. I'm blanking out on her character's name. We would have also gotten all the deleted scenes that we had, because they were very good deleted scenes that would have shown more Mole Man, and we would have also seen John Malkovich as the Red Ghost, because I believe it was confirmed by the director of the Fantastic Four First Steps, Matt Shackman, that John Malkovich was playing Red Ghost, but they for some reason had to take down. They decided to scrap all of his scenes for some reason, so that would have been in addition with it. Now, for the rest of this video, this is where we're going to be entering the territory of me just making educated guesses of what will happen in future Phase 6 projects, / what I would want to happen in those projects. Starting off with Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which by my guess will basically show Daredevil team up with Jessica Jones and maybe Bullseye to take down Wilson Fisk. The final 2 episodes of the season would have Luke Cage and Danny Rand, aka the Iron Fist, appear, and we would see our 4 defenders reunite for the first time in years to take down the Kingpin, and as he would permanently be sent to prison. He would 100% be sent to prison, no matter what. Then we would have the Punisher special presentation, which would show Frank basically going on a killing spree to try and take down a crime family. Not much is really known about this project, so I can't really make too much of educated guesses, but this project will lead directly into our next film, being Spider-Man Brand New Day, which would have Spider-Man forcefully team up with Punisher to try to take down a villain who is mind-controlling other people, other henchmen, goons, and villains. We don't really know if he's really going to be in this film, but by my guess, Mr. Negative is going to be the one who unleashes the Savage Hulk, who is a teacher at Peter's new college. Sadie Sink, we really don't know who she is. She could be playing a plethora of different characters, but because we know she's going to be in Secret Wars, she must be playing some sort of big character. So leave your comments down below on who you think she'll be playing. Because if anything, I feel like she's gonna play a character who will warn Peter of the incursions. Which, yeah, so that's just my guess. Then after that, we have Vision Quest, and which would wrap up the WandaVision trilogy. This would see White Vision reconnect with his memories along with his son Tommy, aka Speed, as they face off against Ultron, who is attempting to rebuild his body with the help of Jocasta. The series would end with Vision and Tommy stopping Ultron. However, they would be met by Billy and Agatha Harkness, and the series would end with a spell that would be cast upon all 4 of them, and it would end with them just vanishing away. We wouldn't really know what exactly happened to them. Then we would have the big one, Avengers Doomsday, which would see Earth 1999-99, the MCU, which again, I'm not calling it 616. I'm going down the Aman Vellani route. Earth 828 and Earth 11005, the Fox X-Men universe and the Fantastic Four universe, respectively, coming together via an incursion, while in the background, Doctor Doom, who is a variant from another universe, he's not from 828, and he would just be Victor Von Doom. He would not be a Tony Stark variant. To this day, I still don't understand how people were confused on whether or not he was going to be playing, if RDJ was going to be playing a variant of Stark, who is Doctor Doom. Never really understood that, but yeah, so he would be an alternate variant from another universe. He would not be from the Fantastic Four's world, and he would be basically kind of pulling a Thanos, and he would be collecting items or people that'll help him save the entire multiverse. Some of these items he would need Franklin Richards, he would need Shang-Chi's 10 Rings, Kamala's Bangles, America Chavez, and Loki, the God of Stories, to accomplish this mission. There would be cameos, but kind of confirmed by Alex Perez a couple days ago. The cameos would serve a purpose for the story, in a way to kind of like show how the incursions are destroying multiple universes and how we'll maybe see some of those universes be brought onto Battle World. And in the end, he would be able to basically save what's left of the multiverse, and he would create Battle World, but with a few characters being able to survive before Battle World is created, so they wouldn't be affected by the brainwashing that Doom basically created. Then after that, we would have our buffer, if you want to call it, our buffer project. That would be Daredevil Born Again Season 3. We already know that this project's coming out, is already in development. The writer's room has already been made. If anything, if I had to guess, this is coming out in March of 2027. This would take place before Doomsday, so here Matt would try to investigate a villain by the name of Mr. Fear. I think this would be the season where we finally get other villains in Daredevil's Rogues Gallery. So I think Mr. Fear would be a good villain. He would try to stop him with the assistance of Elektra and Echo. We would see Echo finally make a comeback. It would basically be explained that she would have her own like side story in this season, as it would still have ties to Kingpin, because we know that Kingpin is going to be in season 3. So it was confirmed by the actor who plays Wilson Fisk. So we already know that. The other defenders would also be in the background and would have a role, but kind of like the same vein of how Fisk was in season 2 of the original Netflix Daredevil show, where he was only in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but he did have a role in the show. And that's also how Kingpin's going to be. Like in the same way, he will only be in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the show. They would have episodes like dedicated to them, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes dedicated to them. The season would end with Daredevil defeating Mr. Fear, and it would end with New York becoming a part of Battle World. So when we get to Battle World, we would see New York be a faction under Doom's rule. Then we would have our penultimate project of the Multiverse Saga, which would be the Champions. The buildup of the Young Avengers had been something that's been going on since the start of this universe. Even in real life, they've been setting up the Young Avengers, which I don't even know if we're going to get a Young Avengers project before Secret Wars, so in my version, we're getting this. We would see all of our younger heroes uniting to try to locate Doom's main source of power in Battle World. This project would mainly be used to not only to, one, establish a new team, but to also kind of explore different parts of Battle World that probably won't be explored in Secret Wars. It would be explained that right before Doom created Battle World, a spell made of chaos magic was able to keep Kamala, Kate, Cassie, Billy, Tommy, Agatha, and Vision from being affected from Doom creating Battle World. Hence why, like in Vision Quest, we would have seen at the very end those Tommy, Billy, Vision, and Agatha just vanishing out of thin air. This would also apply to Kate, Cassie, and Kamala, who would have been in Doomsday. This would see the heroes traversing across Battleworld, as the project would end with them learning that Wanda Maximoff, Billy and Tommy's mother, is still alive, and they are basically going to try to save her while being hunted from the villain of this project, which would be Baron Mordo, who would be working under Doom to try to who's an underling for Doom, as he is a sorcerer hunter, kind of bringing back the whole thing of like the post-credit scene in the first Doctor Strange movie where Mordo said too many sorcerers, where he basically declared a war on all sorcerers. So I would pick that up in this. The project would end with the team learning of Wanda's location, but also learning about the location of other people who still had their memories, which will lead into the final project of this series, being Avengers Secret Wars, which would focus on Reed Richards and a small group of survivors from Doomsday trying to learn their way around Battleworld. Would there be a cameo fest? Yes, but like in Doomsday, they would serve a purpose. And this film would end with Franklin resetting the multiverse, and we would have a proper universe, proper Marvel universe with the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men all together. There would be a post-credit scene that would tease a new Doctor Doom, but it would not be Robert Downey Jr.'s because I feel like for a new Marvel universe, for once we get the reset, I feel like Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios, they are going to bring a new actor to play Doctor Doom, because I don't feel like they're going to. I feel like for this, I feel like there's a specific reason why for Doomsday and Secret Wars they brought back RDJ to play Doom. There's got to be a specific reason, and it must have something to do with what happened in Endgame. So that's just my theory. And there you have it. That's what I would have done with the entire Multiverse Saga. This is a series I've been working on for a very long time now, and I honestly hope that you guys enjoyed this video and the other two videos. Let me know down in the comments what you would have done with the Multiverse Saga. And there will be more videos similar to this coming in the new year. Let me know in the comments if what you guys want to see in the Doomsday trailer that's going to be coming out, because we know for a fact that it was basically confirmed yesterday by multiple sources that Marvel's marketing strategy for the Doomsday trailer for when it comes out with Avatar: Fire and Ash is that for the next 4 weeks, we're going to get 4 different versions of the trailer. I'm seeing Avatar: Fire and Ash this upcoming weekend, so I'll see the first version of the trailer, and hopefully when we get the official trailer, when one of the trailers come online, I'll do a trailer reaction to it. So, yeah, just let me know down in the comments what you thought, and let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to do a pitch series where I pitch my version of the next saga for the MCU, because I definitely have a few ideas of what I could do with the future of the MCU if I had the power to do so. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this series, and if you have some nitpicks, some questions, just let me know down in the comments, and I will hopefully answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Joshua from Rage Reviews, and I'll see you all next time in the next video. Bye-bye.